Hi everyone, I'm you. I'll be watching Cookie Run is in trouble. Devasters just lost millions. I have not played Cookie Run in a year, but I used to play it like every single day. So this is like the first news stuff about Cookie Run that I've heard in like a long time. So
CRK is in trouble, along with every other cookie game, and it's actually getting serious. Dev Sisters is struggling big time, losing millions of dollars, and now the literal CEO of Dev Sisters isn't getting paid anymore. But how did we end up in this situation? Well, let's head back to the beginning, and metaphorically peel back the onion. It all started when I got a Discord message from my impersonator. He said, "Don't want to say this, but this is getting a bit serious now." In that message was a Twitter post that says, "What do you mean the DevSys CEO decided to work without a salary?" In that Twitter post, there's another Twitter post that says Oven Smash flopping had its consequences on DevSys. The management team is going unpaid now.
in this economy, going unpaid. Oh my god, how much do they love this game for them to do that? But like it kind of makes sense because I honestly don't really like um the new stuff that they do. Just like the new stuff that they're doing, like the new updates and stuff like that. I don't know, they haven't been hitting as much as it was like back then. So it kind of makes sense.
In that Twitter post is a message that says Div Sisters management team, including the CEO, are voluntarily officially going to work without a salary for the entire duration of their employment, a drastic measure taken in response to recent poor performance of their games, including Cookie Run Kingdom. Wait, what? Yeah, things are getting really bad. In fact, based on this news article, DivSys had a net loss equivalent to millions of US dollars in the first 3 months of 2026. They still lost money overall, even with CRK's revenue. Yeah, even with a $65 timekeeper. To combat this, the management team voluntarily went unpaid, and now I feel bad for them. But what exactly led to all this? To find out why, let's read some comments under that Twitter post from earlier. They genuinely just gotta stop releasing new games. I honestly don't get why they even make a new game if they don't have all the funds for it. Oven Break was destined to flop. I don't understand what they were even thinking, adding yet another cookie game. Had they ever stopped and thought, does anyone even need another cookie game? So basically, Dev Sisters keeps making too many games, hoping they see huge success like Cookie Run Kingdom. These include Witch's Castle, Towers of Adventures.
I've actually never I've actually only heard of I only play Cookie Run Kingdom, but I've only ever heard of Cookie Run Kingdom, the Oven Break, Oven Smash. Yeah, I and there's a new one that's coming out. I don't remember what it's called, but I've never seen like the first one. Like I don't know. I think they should stop like making new games and just focus on the ones that they should have because I've never heard of it and I'm like a long time player. I've played since I was like in high school and now I'm like way past that age. So I think they should just focus on the games they have.
And the worst offender of them all, Oven Smash. Those games obviously failed to become as popular as CRK. However, another huge reason why they're stumbling is cause of Cookie Run's 5th anniversary, the Dark Enchantress Sugar Swan update. As stated in the news article, not enough money was made during those updates, which directly hurt revenue. The poor quality of the Sugar Swan update indirectly hurt the revenue too. Sugar Swan was jammed into the story and was sidelined. The
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Kingdom Arena went down the drain. Literally the same 5 cookies no matter what and huge amounts of RNG. Shadow Milk being pretty poorly written and milked to death. White Lily Drama.
Actually, I do think Shadow Milk is very milked to death. Like, no offense to people who like Shadow Milk a lot, but I feel like there's just so much other cookies that I wish has like more spotlight and more like um just more promotion and more content about. And like I feel like the other beast cookies, I think they should have like more stuff to them too. Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at.
It goes on, and I already made a video criticizing that update, you can find it on my YouTube channel. However, the news article said the Timekeeper update did help the company rebound a bit, so please let that momentum continue. I don't want this game to fail. And then immediately right after that, Div Sisters' new game is mentioned, Cookie Run Crumble. Oh, come on! Div Sisters is shooting themselves in the foot with all these new games. You know what? Let's dig into that more. This is Cookie Run Oven Smash, a relatively new game, which is similar to a very popular game, Brawl Stars. It's a PvP battle arena and a hero shooter video game, and Oven Smash is a huge reason why Div Sisters is struggling. The initial launch of the game saw a lackluster performance, and here's why. Everything was a laggy, buggy mess. I actually played this game in the beginning, and dude, when you try to enter matchmaking, half the time you get disconnected. The gameplay itself also gets laggy. Plus, the character movements and attacks just don't feel fluid, responsive, or snappy. The gameplay balance absolutely sucked on release too. This cookie called Blue Slushy literally destroyed all other cookies, and it wasn't even close. So I really don't want CRK to be dragged down by all this, but based on the financial situation, it is. If Divsys listened to the English side of the community more, it could help their situation a little bit. It might not completely change their revenue, but it might help a little bit at least. Now here's the changes I want. First, we absolutely need to stop with the new games. We saw what happened to Oven Smash, we can't do that again. Instead, I want Divsys to pour all that attention into our current games instead, like CRK, Oven Break, and still Oven Smash, since it's already released anyways. I want old games improved instead of pumping out lackluster new games. Or games that are completely doomed from the start. Here's an example. This is what the future Roblox Cookie Run reverse game looks like. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so how can CRK itself be improved? Well, let's start with Timekeeper. Changing the 5-star, 5 Ascension legendary promotions to the 6-star crap was a bad idea. I want the old system back. No one even asked for the 6-star system, you know? But I guess it's too late for Timekeeper, so how about the next legendaries? Next, add legendaries back into the normal cutter banner when they're released. That's right, they literally removed this feature when Timekeeper came out. It was perfectly fine before, so bring it back. You know why I haven't made a Timekeeper video yet? Cause I can't get her! Now, let's address Shadow.
The minute an app changes something that I feel like the minute an app changes something that's doesn't need to be fixed, I just know it's gonna go downhill from there. That happens to every single app, either social media or not. They start changing things that doesn't need to be changed. And honestly, the gacha has been really bad. I remember when I first started, I actually could get legendaries at least once, either the soul stones or the cookies itself once every 5 draws. I think 5 or 10 draws. But now every time I try to draw, it's just all common cookies. I just can't get anything above rare.
Milk in the episode 15 story. Many people argue that he's written perfectly, cause Divsys planned it all out before the Dark Enchantress update. However, my counter argument is that just because Divsys planned something doesn't mean it's good. So I want Divsys to put a lot of thought into the story, cause the story carries the game. The Timekeeper story is better than the episode 15 story, so that's a step in the right direction. Next up, the collabs. So the K-pop Demon Hunter collab left a bad taste in our mouths. Remember the Soulja Boys gacha? Yeah, that's a stain on the game. But at least we know why Derpy and Suzy was behind the $12 paywall. Divsys needed the money. Yeah, that's probably why Timekeeper's $65. They really do need the revenue. Now, let's see what other players have to say. Let's head into CRK's official Discord server, and let's open the text channel called Kingdom Feedback. Apparently, feedback from here gets sent to Div Sisters, but if you saw my previous video about the Grandmaster 1 incident, you know that Divsys actually deletes any message they don't like. So talking here actually does absolutely nothing, but let's look at the messages anyways. Div Sisters CEO and team working without a salary cause of Oven Smash and our recent management of their biggest game, Kingdom, and most players leaving. Oop, you guys better start listening to the community. I have said this from the very beginning. Listen to us and the game can be saved. If you want to make up for a loss in income, listen to the player base. Read and take our feedback into consideration rather than just deleting it. I'm free to play personally, but I would be much more incentivized to buy something if A, common issues were addressed and fixed, or B, the prices weren't grossly high. Who in their right mind is gonna spend $70 to level up a cookie once? Now, let's see what my Discord server has to say about it. Don't want to say this, but this is getting a bit serious now. Gasp. Wait, what? A lot of things happened, but TLDR. So Oven Smash got flop, which caused a lot of damage on the budget. Oh my word, I wouldn't really say this is like Diffsys being bad here, as it seems like they decided to forego their own salaries entirely by their own choice, but that's nuts. This is why I think Diffsys really needs to stop making more games, and instead dedicate their resources to improving the games they already have. They're getting too ambitious, not realizing that they're not going to get another CRK. I forgot how CRK got popular. Voice actors? This was around the Pumpkin Pie Frost Queen update. It's because it was actually fun. Probably because the lore actually made a lot of people curious.
Yeah, I actually started Cookie Run because um of like the concept of the game. Like I like the idea of it just being like cookies and basically the character design, like the cookie designs and the lore. Like every time I played the adventure, the world thing, I would actually like watch the lore. But I don't know. Ever since they added like the parkour part to the world stage thing, I've stopped playing it because I'm so bad at parkour and I just can't get it through. I don't like the parkour thing. I think they shouldn't have added that.
So they started to play the game. I think I got into the game because of the voice acting. Back then there was only Korean. Return to Flower. Diffsys must be facing the selfish greed of another. Okay, so Diffsys is probably not gonna listen to us. I'm hoping they don't lose more money because they straight up just like went in the negatives for the last 3 months. And if it's a constant downtrend, like a really big downtrend for the next few years, like CRK might end a service, so yeah. Welp, there you have it, your daily dose of CRK drama. Like, comment, subscribe for more drama videos, alright? Cause for some reason,
It's a little sad how Cookie Run has gotten, but I mean, maybe I'll check it out right now and see how it is. I'm definitely gonna have to sit through a lot of those update loading screens. But yeah, that's it. Bye bye.